So here we go. Presenting the Project Oriented Master Program, a 50 days journey from learning the basics to become a real time project ready developer. Here, we have divided this 50 days program into 10 respective weeks. So here, in week 1, we will be covering the core fundamental platforms and a configuration foundation. Here, the focus area where we will be more giving you the detailed information regarding the navigations and data hierarchy, tables, fields, and dictionaries, forms view, UI policies, business rule basics, and list fillers reporting. Lastly, first micro scenarios to build your confidence. After this, in week 2, we will be deep delving in the initial phase where we will be giving you a walkthrough on the ITSM foundation covering practical applications of incident management, problem management, and change management. Here, you don't just study process, you understand how they work in live project environments. After this, in week 3, we will be more focusing on client side mastery, UI policies, client scripts, client ethics, where we move on where you build your scripting strength through JavaScript basic scripting, client scripts and its UI policies on change, submit, onload, along with UI policies and actions. Plus, we'll be covering the Glide HX script includes catalog, client scripting, performance, and its optimization patterns. After, in week 4, we will be covering the server-side scripting and automation. Here, the advanced business rule formation along with scripting includes reusable logic, scheduled jobs, events and notification, script REST APIs, and data transformation scenarios. This phase builds our core coding confidence in a step-by-step manner. After this, in week 5th, we will be more focusing on integration and Flow Designer along with its capstone week project. Here, we will be giving you the core integration understanding on how the enterprises system connect, communicate, and scale in the real world project part. After in week 6, we will be giving you a deep delve knowledge on CMDB discovery concepts and assets and its configuration data, where you will be getting the walkthrough design of the complete CMDB, learning how to discover the data and working it along on the CI relationships, importing sets and transform map. After this, you will be getting also on a brief understanding on HAMSAM introduction level with its real-time scenarios and use cases. Here, we will be having the CMDB health dashboards as in a live real scenario for your better understanding. After, in week 7, we will be covering the service catalog and service portals project for you. In this, you will be main focusing areas of catalog items, variable sets, record producers, flow of fulfillment, service portals, pages, and widgets. After, a multi-day mini project capstone for your better understanding. After, in week 8, we will be covering the App Engine Studio and its scoped app development. Here, we will be giving you the overall view pictures that how you can move into the App Engine Studio where you design, build applications, transforming the ideas into real working solutions and developing a true application builder mindset. After this in week 9th, we will be more focusing on the security, DevOps, and performance engineering. Here, we will be connecting you with the ACL design patterns, developing you to script the optimization, indexing the query performance, working on the Git integration part, and readiness on CI and CD part. After the security audits and remediation patterns you will be working on. In week 10th, you will be getting a final end-to-end capstone project where you can fully custom do the application build, intake, workflow, integrations, fulfillments of dashboards and reportings, documentation plus delivery, and finally the interview ready preparation and portfolio polishing. These all are the overall walkthrough picture of this project oriented master program, a 50 days journey that we will be giving you. Now, coming to its overall detail oriented explanation, here this POMP program is not just a career accelerator program for you, it will be a project readiness for you where you will be deep delving onto core scripting side to become an integration developer along with learning the CMDB and discovery models, along with working on the service catalogs, its service portals, and lastly having the core introduction part of ham and sam and correlating to its end final app engine studios and configurations part. Here in week 1, we have divided the days in 5 days a manner where you will be learning every day a topic with their respective objectives, its respective activities, and some explanation along with assigning the few assignments and scenarios with their correlating best practices, their troubleshooting and outcomes. Here in day 1, you will be learning building your first scoped application and its foundation table, where we have clearly mentions the code sample for your reference check part to get the learnings, everything in detail, where you will be getting the hands-on labs part lively in the classes with their respective use cases. After, in day 2, you will be learning the forms and design views and its UI actions. Then in day 3, we will be focusing on list, filters, reports, and dashboards. Then in day 4, we guys will be covering the business rule core foundation with the respective objective, activities, explanation, assignments, and scenarios. After, in week 5th, we will be covering the flow designer essentials. After completing the core foundation level of the navigating platforms, then in week 2, we will be giving you the view picture of the entire ITSM foundation, where the main goal is to cover the incident, problem, and change along with SLA assignments logic. Here in day 6, the incident management core configuration part will be get covered. After day 7, the problem management integration along with creating the related problems from incidents. Then in week 8, we will be more focusing on SLA conditions and operation metrics part. Then in day 9, the assignment rules and intelligent routing. Moreover, in day 10, the ITSM dashboards and operation analytics will get covered. Now, in week 3, we will be giving you the complete overall view pictures on the scripting side, where we first starts with the client side mastery. Here in day 11, the UI policies versus client scripts enforcing the smart home behavior will get covered. Then in day 12, the client scripts on change, on load, real-time users guidelines, we will be covering deep dive with the understandings on glide form with API businesses. After, in day 13, we will be covering the glide Ajax client to server communication. In day 14, catalog client scripts and variable logic will get covered. With lastly, client scripts mini project to complete your entire client side scripting. After completing the entire client side scripting, now we will be moving on to the server side scripting and its automations part, where in day 16, we will be covering deep diving the business tools fundamentals like data integrities and lifecycle controls. In day 17, the script includes centralizing reusable business logics with their respective objectives, their activities, explanations part. Then it's the hands-on build part with its time-taking durations we have already mentioned here, along with its deep explanations with assigning the assignment scenarios for you, along with its best practices, troubleshooting, and its final outcome. Here, after in day 18th, we will be covering the events and notification decoupled automation part. Then in day 19, the schedule jobs and background automation we will be covering. Lastly, the end of scripting part where you will be getting the final walkthrough on server side mini capstone project. Here, as an example of the project, the incident governance engine we guys are taking here as a consideration part, where you will be getting the better understandings on its last outcomes, how you can apply the best practices on this. After here, in week 5th, we will be covering the flow designer and its integrations part. Here on day 21, we will be covering the flow designer fundamentals, orchestrating the business law, business logic also. In day 22, the advanced flow designer approval, subflows, and error handling we will be covering. Then in day 23, the outbound REST integration sending data to external systems. After this, in day 24, the inbound REST APIs receiving data into ServiceNow. Then in day 25th, the multi-data integration capstone project along with its end-to-end ticketing sync. After completing the entire integration and flow designing part, now in week 6, you will be getting the deep dive information on the CMDB imports and configuration data. Here in day 26, the CMDB Foundation CI classes, attributes, and a relationships part we will be covering here. After, in day 27, the import sets and transform maps control data ingestions we were covering here. In day 28, the CI relationship and its impact analysis will get covered. After discovering the CMDB and discovery part, here in day 29, we will be giving you the core introductions on the ham and SAM light part. Here, the assets versus CI governance, the ham light introduction part, we will be giving you for getting the better clarities on these parts. Then in day 30th, we will be giving you a one panel mini project on CMDB, the service modeling and data quality part you will be learning here. Here, moreover, in week 7, we will be covering the service catalog and service portal part. So in day 31, the service catalog foundation, catalog, item, and variable design will get covered with their respective objectives, assignments, their explanation, and assignments and scenarios. In day 32, the record producers turning requests into records. This topic will get covered with the best practices of its explanation with taking business values into consideration. Here you can see like in the expression part, we will be giving you a walkthrough on how a record producer simplify intake and reduce the misclassified classified tickets with the respective scenarios which we will be giving you like a end users is struggling for with the default on the incident form. Here you can work on the assigned part. You have to track the producer record. You have to work on its variable mapping. Along with you have to give a one test evidence on this part. Meantime, you can use the best practices of hidden technical fields, use destructive prompts. You can validate the mapping with respect to like troubleshooting the form of formula which you have to use and what the last outcomes you will be getting, where our learners can design the guided intake experience to learn the entire record producer thing. After, in day 33, we will be learning the catalog fulfillment, the flow-based request processing part. Therefore, in day 34, the service portal basic page and widgets and layout part will get covered. After day 35th, the service portal mini project capstone which we will be giving you for your better clarity part. Here in day 36, which is like week 8, we will be covering the App Engine Studio and custom application development part. After day 37, we're moreover based on security and access control rules and its respective ACLS. Then in day 38, the workflow inside the app, Flow Designer and Scoped apps will get covered. Then in day 39, the automated test framework, the ATF, validating application, we will be covering here to giving the test types into consideration like UI and server flow for better understanding like how you can automate the test, how you can maintain the strategies, how you can validate the mismatched data here. These all are the learning, the validating applications while using ATF. We will be giving you a right practical pattern path to update all these applications. Then in day 40th, we will be covering and giving you a final overall walkthrough on its app mini capstone project like leave management application basically. Then in week 9, we will be giving you the security performance and DevOps readiness update check. Here on day 41, we will be covering the advanced ACL design and security hardening. Then in day 42, we will be covering the performance optimization queries, index, and script part. Then in day 43, we will be covering the Git integration and source control management with the respective outcomes, activities, and explanation part. After this, on day 44, we will be covering the CI, CD, and deployment readiness part. Last, secondly, on day 45th, we will be covering the platform readiness and a mini project on production hardening part. Lastly, here we come on the last week of where we can say the end week of this POMP program. Here, the enterprise capstone and implementation mastery, we can say a kickoff journey on the entire POMP part, where the enterprise use case and the architecture design, the code explanation, and we can say from code to the mastery level explanation, everything will get covered in this last week. Moreover, on day 47th, the core built on data model forms and security parts we will be covering. Then in day 48, the automation and portal experience we guys are covering here. After in day 49, the quality performance and deployment part will get covered with the respective objectives, assignment scenarios, applications, explanation, and there lastly the best practices, troubleshooting, and outcomes on this. After the last day of the POMP program will be based on its final capstone project with their presentation and a career readiness. So these all about this POMP program, where we used to say like an interview anxiety isn't a skill gap, it's a preparation gap, and ServiceNow deserves better. And how you self make yourself a realistic developer with learning the entire ServiceNow developing journey to become a developer. How we can make this easy for you by learning the things from step by step and with a proper strategy. Here, we will be telling you how you can learn your theory level journey to the development learning project oriented perspective. These all are the things you will be learning in this POMP program. Here, how and why. This ServiceNow Master Program helps you out to gain the real-time insight and a real-time knowledge on this part. Here, at first, it will be a project-oriented learning for you. Here, every single day revolves around it's on the practical scenarios which we will be sharing with you. Secondly, it is on enterprise-grade focus part, where every day the role-based security and a role-based scenarios which we will be sharing with you to get the understanding on each and every part that relates to the scripting, that correlate with the integration models, then working on the service catalogs part, reforming the service portals, and lastly discovery, then CMDB to building the app development studios. All these part we will be making it easy for you. Lastly, it will be a structured still transformation part where ITSM is the foundation of this training to moving on the other ServiceNow modules. Then we will be building you to become a working profession persons with having the in-depth knowledge on micro scenarios to work on the bigger final capstone project. Here it is a drive of multi-data capstone projects that allows you to get the multiple modules experience with this just one program. After this, the final outcomes you will be getting in your hand, it is on the portfolio driven outcomes, where you can make your interview readiness and make an impressive resume where you can have the experience on all these ServiceNow modules and become a project oriented person. Well, respective, these all are the things will get covered deep dive in this POMP program.